Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is I, Captain Freaks. I am on here to discuss a particular issue that has been in my mind for quite some time. And the reason we're on Forza is because it pertains to that. Oh, that was actually a clean drift, I'm not gonna lie. That was not. um, Ignore my driving. And not it's not really an issue, I guess I should say. It's more of the fact of something I would like to see in the next Forza game. Given that 6 is the next one and it's on its way. I'm very excited for 6, and I'm very excited to see what it has to offer. But I have a particular, well, 3 particular cars that I want to see, and these have actually been brewing in my mind for quite some time. The first of which, I want to see a Volkswagen Jetta. Okay, and that's actually why I'm in this Volkswagen Corrado here. It's actually something I kind of designed myself. I hope you guys enjoy it. Actually, here, why don't I go and give you guys a good look at this sucker? Let you guys see it. You know, as you can see, I kind of designed this up myself. The reason I have it designed this way is because not only is it something that I've been a fan of, things that I've been a fan of recently or for a while, it's somewhat designed exactly how I had my very first car, which is in fact the Volkswagen Jetta. And that's another reason I want to see the Jetta in Forza Horizon 6. Now, I know that that the developers probably have all the game done and everything, and they're just putting the kind of the final touches of it on. But maybe at some point you can add the Jetta as maybe a car pack or something. I don't know. That's just me personally. This next car, though, is actually was in Forza Horizon 5. It was actually one of the barn finds. It is the GMC Jimmy. Now, I'm a fan of old trucks. I actually grew up looking at pictures of old trucks like the F100 from Ford and the old school Chevy trucks from about that era. I stink at driving on dirt. This car is not built for dirt. Let you know right now. Um, but the GMC Jimmy is, when I saw that it was a barn find, I knew immediately that I wanted this truck in real life. So again, I designed the Jimmy exactly how I want it in real life. And I've actually recently moved over to PlayStation to start doing videos on Forza Horizon. For the record, the reason that I'm quiet right now is because I'm in my wonderful girlfriend's home. And just outside this room, there are some other folks sleeping. So I am being a little extra quiet right now, or at least trying my best to. So I hope you guys can hear me. I apologize if you can't. But I do hope the audio is coming in very clearly, or even at all. But the GMC Jimmy is something I want to see as well. This is actually something I would like to see in the base rosters. You'd think after 550 cars they would have that by now. But I could be wrong. The next one, this third one that I really want to see, and this one actually is fairly recently. It has to do with the Dodge category. I mean, I know we've got like the Viper, the Challengers, the Chargers, but all of those to me are just typical Dodge cars that we see every day. And I think it's about time that we see a lesser known Dodge, and that to me would be the Dodge Dart. Now, I think that the Dodge Dart would be a nice addition. What are you doing, bro? I think somebody's trying to challenge my Corrado. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but right now I'm too busy. The Dodge Dart is something that I think would be a nice addition to Forza Horizon. And all these cars I think are long overdue, in my opinion. I mean, given the fact that Fast and Furious is now almost, I think, like 20 years old now, if that. The first one came out, what, 2001? And I just remember seeing Jesse's Jetta, and I was super wigged out about it. I mean, it was so freaking cool. I don't remember exactly what it looks like because it's been a while since I've seen Fast and Furious 1, but Jesse's Jetta was pretty cool, and I think it's long overdue that we get those cars in the roster, or at least the base roster. Now, given that Forza Horizon 6 again is almost done and probably ready to be published here in the next few months, because it's coming out, I think May is what they said. Unfortunately, those probably won't be in there. That wasn't very good drift. That drift kind of sucked. I mean, not really, I guess. um, we probably won't see those in this one, but maybe in the 7th one you could add those, because I really, really do want to see those. And everyone's saying, oh, let's add like more Cadillacs and all this stuff, and that's fine. That's all right. I mean, they're luxurious cars and whatnot, and they're nice to see, but those are just my personal preferences. Damn, I suck at drifting. I'm also doing this on a controller, so I don't have a full-on wheel. I wouldn't like to have a wheel, but I don't have the room to put it in here, and I don't have the other stuff. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm also going to give my ranking for the Forza games, because I don't normally do rankings, and I would like to do a ranking. So starting now is my ranking for the Forza games. The first one, and this is my all-time favorite, is the Forza Horizon 4. Now, it has been a while since I've played Forza Horizon 4, but this is my number one. And the reason for that is because, honestly, the life of Edinburgh and just Britain in general, they really captured it really well in that one. The life of it was amazing. Plenty of traffic to kind of weave through and that kind of stuff. There were some really great houses in there, player houses, in my opinion, um, and just the challenges were really cool. And the I can't speak. Um, I know I said the challenges were really cool, and just the overall gameplay was really great. The graphics were amazing. The gameplay was honestly the best one in my opinion. And so that's my first one. My second one, I'd have to go with oh boy, that's a toughie. When I did this in my head, I was gonna do the first one, but now that I think about it, maybe not. I think the second place position for me would have to be um, the third one, the third Forza game, Forza Horizon 3. Forza Horizon 3 was amazing. Again, that would be my second place position. Um, Australia was really great. The Outback, the fact that you could start out as the boss immediately and kind of just do it your own way was really cool. Oh, no. And I ended up in the grass. That's awesome. Um, and the challenges were really great. The graphics were really great. The upgrading and the painting is still. I actually have 3, and if I get back into it, I'd probably take me a minute to get back into the upgrading and the tuning and everything else, even though I'm not good at tuning in the first place. Um, and the designing and whatnot. I did take me a minute to get back into that because even now it's just a little bit confusing. The last time I got into it, I was like, oh crap, I forgot how confusing this was. So it'd take me a minute to get back into that. But overall, Surfer's Paradise, the Outback, that kind of stuff, it was really great. Um, the rainforests were amazing. Let's see, we're on number 3 now. So my third place position, boy, I do have to take I think I'd have to take the second one, in my opinion. This one is actually the very first one that I played, so the second one was really great. Honestly, um, it was pretty great. The life of it again, the luxury, um, Europe, really. All that time, and you only give me a freaking bell. Whatever. Um, The luxury of Europe was amazing. The beauty of it was captured. Where's that? There it is. Um, and the traffic, again, there was plenty of traffic in there for you to weave through and avoid. Um, the coasting through the beaches and the life. I keep saying the life. I'm sorry. Um, and everything else. Challenges and showcases, pretty decent, I'd say. The reward system was pretty good, in my opinion, and the graphics were, again, pretty decent for its time. Um, the fourth place, I'd have to give it to the original. The original had a great story and whatnot. Well, actually, no, none of them really had a story. You just drive around. The fourth one, or I'm sorry, not the fourth one. The reason why I give the first one the fourth place position is because it is starting to show itself as an older game. Um, I still like it. I never got the chance to play it when it first got released, so, but I do have it somewhere. I do have a copy of it somewhere and an Xbox 360 to play it. I do not have it hooked up, so I cannot play it at the current moment. But I do like its nostalgic feel still, um, and everything else of it. Playing it today just is making it start showing itself as an older game, but I do still appreciate the nostalgia of it and everything else. So that is why I am giving the first one the fourth place position. Um, and finally, for the fifth place position, um, I gotta give it to 5. 5 right here, right now, to be honest, not its best. Not its best. I may rearrange them for 6 and do another ranking when 6 gets released and I'm able to try it. But right now, 5 currently sits in the last place, mostly because, I mean, even on PlayStation, which is what I'm playing it on now. Ooh, oh, I gotta admit, that was a pretty clean drift, I'm not gonna lie. Um, even on here, it feels so empty. I mean, look, there's barely any traffic. There's like barely any people around. You would think there'd be like some NPCs walking around, some more trucks and cars driving around, the bikes in here sitting around. It just feels kind of empty. So the, I will give them credit for graphics, and I will give them credit for showcase events, and even the beginning when you jump out of that plane, when you back out of that plane, that was actually really cool. I will admit that. Um, as well as some of the other challenges along the way with the road racing and everything else, just going through them. It's really only good for kind of going through them once and then done, you know? And it just feels, again, really empty and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm running into everything. I haven't played through all of the challenges yet. I'm actually still trying to go through the road racing for the first time on here. The graphics on PlayStation, though, on here are pretty decent. There's a little bit more vibrancy to it. Then again, PlayStation is known for delivering beautiful graphics in their games and just amazing vibrancy to it and adding a sense of realism to their games, which I still enjoy. I'm actually going to be jumping over to PlayStation for these and playing them over here because honestly, it's so much better. And I'm able to do more on PlayStation these days because I'm able to record more. I'm able to actually speak into the videos that I do. But that's a story for another time. Um, anyway, guys, I am just terrible at driving. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you think, it's about time that the Jetta and the Dart and the Jimmy is ready to be added. I think they are. I think they're long overdue, in my opinion. And I think that Playground Games does need to add these. And on top of that, I am excited to see how Playground Games does against Fable. I'm actually very excited for Fable. I have not been able to play Fable before. I do have the first one saved in my Game Pass on Xbox, so I might be giving that a try eventually on my own time. And whatnot. As a matter of fact, I am going to pull out my reimagined Jimmy over here. So give me 1 second, guys, and I'll actually show you that. There she is. Come here. Because I am going to try to find this barn find as well. But this is my Jimmy that I designed. This is a remodeling of the Jimmy on my Xbox, because I do play this on Xbox. I just moved it over here. So there is my Jimmy, or as I like to call it, the Rally Raider. This is the car that I'm actually going to be using in all of the lengthy races to do videos for those. I'm actually going to be using these in the Goliath. Well, not this one in the Goliath. I already have the one that I'm going to use, or not the Goliath, the Colossus, I think is what it is. Is it the Colossus? No, it's not the Colossus. The road racing lengthy race that comes with the end of the road racing series. That one I'm going to be using my Lamborghini Diablo. So be on the lookout for that, because I am trying to complete all of these other races to get that going. I just crashed into a tree. That's awesome. It's not over here. Okay, where is that barn find? I'm gonna find that sucker for you guys, so that way you guys know kind of where it is in the general area. Yeah, there you are. Found you, you little Dickens. But yeah, that's my honest opinion of what I want to see. Oh yes, the Mustang. There she is. Such a beauty. What a beauty. Oh. And yeah, the 2+2 fastback. That's what that one is. Anyway, thank you all for listening, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out, and as always, God bless.